Good evening, everybody. It's Mr. York and Mr. Fisher with this week's Risk Dial update. The North Central Health District Department has updated their risk dial for the coming week, and Holt County continues to be yellow. This is a moderate risk level. That means we will continue to expect staff and students to mask at school. A reminder that by wearing a mask, the length of time a student or staff member being required to quarantine could be reduced if exposed to someone who tests positive for COVID-19. A reminder once again to keep your students home if they aren't feeling well. Please work to take the temperature daily before coming to school, and please keep communicating with your building principals in regards to your child's symptoms and possible testing that they may be undergoing. If your child is being tested for COVID, what does that mean for your other children? If you do go and visit your family physician regarding an illness, they may ask you to be tested for COVID. In recent weeks, students and staff who have been tested have been required to remain quarantined at home until they know the results of their tests. Typically, a negative test result allows students to return to school right away. The North Central District Health Department recommends anyone with a positive test result to self-isolate for a given period of time before returning to normal daily routines. Please be advised that if a student is quarantined or self-isolating at home, they will have the opportunity to participate in school using remote access. Teachers will continue to communicate with students and or parents during times of quarantine or self-isolation. Just a couple of elementary updates. Nothing really is going to change from this week to this week from last week or the previous weeks. Things are going pretty well. Extra social distancing measures are still in place in classrooms and in the lunchroom. I do want to give a big thank you to our staff who is working extra hard to ensure that students have enough time to eat and are also still social distance at lunch. That has become a little more difficult, eating now in the lunchroom and 2 homerooms for each lunch period. So thank you to all of those people working very hard. Finally, if a student at OES does have to quarantine for an extended period of time, he or she will receive an education plan from the office that will come from me. I will reach out to the parents to set up how instruction will work from our end to you to help make sure that we are all successful.
So just a few junior and senior high school updates this week. If you have a student who is required to quarantine, and we have had some of those examples, your student's teacher will post all class assignments to your student's Canvas account if there are assignments. Your student's teachers will also send an email to your student with a Zoom link so your child can connect and engage in the class from home. So we'll do our best to make sure we communicate those things as soon as we can once we know that your student may be in quarantine. Teachers may also post that Zoom link to your child's Canvas account as well. So if you have a student who is required to be remaining at home for a period of time, we do expect them to continue to participate remotely so they don't fall behind to the best of their abilities. And as always, there's just a lot going on here at the junior and senior high school with so many activities happening each week. Just some reminders about that. Inside activities, anything inside gymnasiums, one act plays coming up, those kinds of things. Students and staff will be expected to wear a mask at both home and away events. And this includes the student sections at all indoor events, home and away. Now, right now, if students attend an outside event, they are expected to practice social distancing to the best of their ability in the stands, but they are currently not required to wear a mask. Understand, though, that these expectations can change at any time depending on the risk levels moving forward. And that includes the risk levels both here in Holt County and those in the counties in which we are traveling and attending. Junior and senior high school updates also include homecoming, as that's just around the corner next week, September 14th through the 18th. It's always a big week here at OHS, and I think it's going to be a big, really nice, fun week for our kids too. But we do have some changes. Eagle Olympics will take place on the afternoon of Wednesday, September 16th for students in grades 9 through 12 only. We will not involve the junior high or elementary this year, just so we can make sure that we have room to space out. We will also announce class attendance during Eagle Olympics. Again, this will be for only students and staff only, and students in grades 9 through 12. Coronation will take place following the football game at 9:30 in the old gym. Masks are required for all students in attendance for the coronation and the dance. Only students and their parents are allowed to attend the coronation this year so that we can make sure that we have plenty of room to social distance. The dance will begin after coronation, and it will be outside. Again, masks will be required for students both during the coronation and the dance. And again, Only parents and 9 through 12 students will be permitted to attend the coronation and the dance, so we can assure proper social distancing. As always, if you have any questions, you can contact the school at any time. We want to communicate information as best we can each week, but we know that if there are questions, we want you to be able to call their building principals or our school superintendent's office at any time. Stay safe and go Eagles.
See ya.